We are live, guys. We are live. Alright, welcome back to the channel. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and share this. Let's share the stream. Let's take a moment to share the stream. Go ahead, share the stream. Just have a couple moments to share the stream before we get started. Let's share the stream. Let's share the stream, guys. Okay, so today we are actually going to be going through a top-down analysis. Okay, we are going to be having proper top-down analysis on gold and GBPUSD. Now let me see if you guys can hear me. Share the stream, guys. So we will be having proper top-down analysis for GBPUSD and gold. Okay, so let me make a community post. Alright, so go ahead, share the stream. Just let's take a couple minutes to share the stream. It shouldn't take us so much time. Shouldn't take us so much time by doing this. Our GPUSD just hit our full take profit, but we didn't take the trade. We didn't take the trade, so it's gonna be a pass for us. We didn't take the trade on GPUSD, so it's gonna be like a pass for us. GPUSD didn't. We are not actively trading. We're not actively trading when the trade took off. I'm trying to share this thing as community post, but I don't know. It not going through. Yeah. I have to be inside of the channel. Alright, so we'll start properly very soon. In a couple minutes, we'll start properly. So I want to get this stream across to as many as I can. Okay. To my system. Alright, let's forge ahead. Let's kick in. Let's join in, guys. Alright, so welcome back to the stream. So today let's quickly look at some insight on gold and GBPUSD. Gold, we had this key level here marked out. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the top down analysis again for gold so that we can all catch up. So we start off our analysis from the weekly time frame, and then we tend to see the flow of the market. Okay, where we're expecting price to flow towards. Okay, so let's see on the weekly time frame. So far so good. We can see that the price of gold is still extremely bullish. We are able to reach 3629, okay, which can be called the all-time high on gold, because if you look to the left hand side, you see that this so far has been the highest point gold price has gotten to since the history of gold. Okay, so since the history of gold, this is the highest price point at which gold has gotten to. Okay, so it is clear to say that gold is at all-time high, and I know most times we expect that since price is at all-time high, price should start dropping. Okay, and in most cases that is not the case. Okay, because even at all-time high, price can still continue pushing up. So it's always very wise to stay vigilant of what's going on in the market. Okay, so I know you'll be looking at there's no price to the upside, price should reverse. Okay, I think that has been one major issue that has caused many traders to lose countless accounts. Okay, because you see that there's no level to the upside where price is going to respect, you tend to short the market. Okay, it doesn't work like that, especially at all-time highs. Okay, you just have to be very careful when trading all-time highs, okay, because price can always reverse. Okay, so even at all-time high, price can still reverse. All right, so since we are seeing a clear move here, okay, this is the weekly time frame. We are strongly bullish on the weekly time frame. Let's then jump over to the daily time frame to see what's going on the daily time frame. Okay, let's jump over to the daily time frame to see what action is going on the daily time frame. Okay, so let's see what action is going on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, I think I missed this buy on gold. This I was sleeping. I spent like my whole night. I stayed up all night, so I wasn't active when price was leaving. So um, I stayed up all night. I was working. All right, so on gold, I'm still expecting gold to still come back to this key level for bullish continuation on the long run. Okay, for bullish continuation on the long run. So so far so good. Where I wait for price retracement is going to be at the psychological level, which is like let's say 3,700. Okay, is a fair price. Okay, so let's look at 3,700 where price could most likely find potential resistance based on psychological levels, because um, if you understand psychological levels to an extent, you know that there are whole numbers where buyers and sellers tend to react. Okay, so I'm expecting price to react at 3,700 if it gets to that level. Okay, another level where we can expect price to react from here, because where we are currently we are at 3,621, so we can see 3,650. If sellers come in at 3,650, it's also a good level where price can most likely react. Okay, so using psychological levels also, it works nicely on gold as well. Okay, it works nicely on gold, but majorly gold moves from key zones to key zones. Okay, key levels to key levels. All right, so let's see on the 4 hour time frame. Let me see what the 4 hour time frame is doing. Okay, on the 4 hour time frame, I was able to observe that price broke out of this level here. We tested it and then it's pushing and gave us this new level right here. Okay, so this will be a most likely retest point for gold from the 4 hour time frame. So this is going to be like a most likely retest point for gold. So gold might most likely push down before pushing up. Okay, so um let's see, this is a good retest point for gold. Okay, so if we get a retest to this level on the 4 hour time frame, we can then see a continuation to the upside. So let me go down to the 30-minute time frame and see if we have any 30-minute structure that is going to counter this movement. Let's see. I can also see fair value gaps around this region here. Okay, so there are so many fair value gaps around this area here. So you just have to stay cautious when trading gold, because gold also respects fair value gaps a whole lot. A whole lot. So gold respects fair value gaps a whole lot. Alright, so let's see. Um the 30-minute key level. I missed this buy. Like, it's really annoying that I missed this buy. Okay, and if I'm also going to connect my trend line, let me see this level like this. Price may most likely want to retest this trend line. Okay, price may most likely want to retest this trend line. If you have any question, just ask them in the comment section. If you have any question, ask in the comment section, and I'll be more than delighted to help out with your questions. So if you have any question, drop them in the comment section, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so gold actually broke out of this trend line here. Okay, so we could most likely see a retest of this trend line. Depends on what gold wants to do. So far we are seeing this is like a 30-minute structure here. Gold broke out of this level on the 30-minute time frame, retested it, and it's pushing to the upside. Okay, so far so good. Gold is still bullish. Okay, gold is still showing signs of bullishness. So if you're buying gold, you are doing the right thing. Okay, if you're buying gold, you are doing the right thing. Okay, so gold is still strongly bullish. If you want me to look into any pair, just drop it in the comment section. I'll be taking just one pair extra. Okay, just one extra pair. If you want me to look into any currency pair, just drop it in the comment section. Just drop it in the comment section. If you want me to look into any currency pair, any assets, just drop them in the comment section. And also let me know where you're joining us from. Let me know where you are joining from. Let me know where you are joining us from. If you want me to look into any currency pair, any assets, just drop them in the comments, and we go from there. Okay, so let's quickly look at GBPUSD. Okay, so for now, gold, I'll have to wait for selling pressure to kick in, okay, so that I can buy again. Alright, so we're actually starting off a new challenge on this channel. Okay, so I purchased a 6K funded next account yesterday being Sunday, and we are going to walk through that journey together. Okay, so we are going to pass through that journey together. And now let me drop out the risk management plan for passing the account. Okay, let me drop out the risk management plan for passing the account. So it's a 6K funded next account. Let me see if I can share with you guys the account. I've not traded yet on the account. I'm still yet to take my first trade. This is the account right here. The last one we did, we passed it, but we're not transparent enough, so I had to get another account so that we can all do it together. Okay, this is the account here. This is 6K. You can see it here, funded next account. I believe you all can see it. It's 6K funded next account, and so far so good. We've not executed any single trade on it yet. Okay, so we'll be walking through this particular trade for the month of September. This is just September 8th, and we'll be walking through the account for the month of September. Okay, so stick with me. Every trade that we'll be taking on this account will be called live on our community. So if you are still yet to join our Forex community, do well to check the description. The link will be in the description to join Forex community, and we go from there. Okay, so it's going to be a very transparent journey, and we'll try as much as possible to carry each and every one of us along. Okay, so I think we missed something very, very important towards the beginning of this section, which is fundamental check. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and check Forex Factory, which is a very, very important step in trading. So we are going to check Forex Factory so we can see if we're expecting any fundamental news event that could most likely change the direction of price or give us momentum to keep on pushing in our direction. Okay, so last week we had NFP. Okay, I know most of you will be expecting that NFP is going to favor the dollar, but with what's going on in the US currently, and I was seeing so many TikToks flying as regards to the US changing their defense name from the Department of Defense to the Department of War. And situations like this affect currency movement, currency pricing. Okay, investors are not going to be willing to keep their assets in US dollars. Okay, that's why you are seeing the price of gold going up because investors, nobody wants to lose money. Okay, nobody really wants to lose money. Every single person wants to make money out of the market. So, in one way or the other, I feel is wise that a country economy should try as much as possible to avoid war. Okay, so US actually changed their defense to Department of War. Okay, so the whole controversy is making investors shy away from keeping their assets in dollar. Okay, and then if you see things that are going on in Russia, China, North Korea, and the likes, okay, they're actually causing a threat to the dollar. But that's why the US dollar it's moving the way it's moving. Okay, the fundamentals are properly affecting the technicals. Okay, so let's see for the fundamental news today. We have nothing. Okay, so there's no fundamental event today. So anything that is going on is just purely technicals. Okay, so Monday being the 8th, no fundamentals. Tuesday being the 9th, we have just low medium impact news, which is for China and CHF, which doesn't really affect me because I don't trade Chinese currency or Swiss franc. Okay, though the Swiss franc in one way or the other affects gold market, but let's just do like we are not seeing because basically it's a minor news event, okay, a medium news event. All right, so on Wednesday we are going to have CPI for China, so we are not actively trading that. It's none of our business. And then on Wednesday by 1:30 p.m., which we will be actively trading, we have core PPMI and PPMI. So we will be actively trading those fundamentals. Okay, we will be actively trading those fundamentals. Okay, so we will be actively trading those fundamentals, which are the CPI. Okay, no, not CPI. Core PPI. Okay, we will be trading that particular news. And on Thursday, we have NZE. Their governor wants to speak, so it's going to affect the New Zealand dollar by 12:15 a.m. At that time, we will not be actively trading. So, yeah. And then on Thursday, also, we are going to have by 1:15 p.m., we are going to have Euro refinancing rate. Okay, so we are going to understand certain refinancing rate for the euro and the monetary policy statement for the euro. Okay, so it's a watch news. Okay, so for those trading euro USD, you will need to stay aware of this particular fundamental news event. Okay, and then core CPI and then CPI on Thursday, okay, for the US dollar. Let's see if this CPI is actually going to draw price down, okay, because gold has been bullish for a long time, okay, and we need some reasonable amount of retracement, okay, so gold can balance up pricing, okay, and then by 1:45 for euro, we have the Euro Bank central bank press conference, okay, by 1:45 p.m, okay, for the euro, okay, and then on Friday we have GBP GDP, okay, and then the prelim UOM consumer sentiment, okay, and then also we have inflation expectation, okay. Where is this guy? I forgot it. So, all right. So moving on, these are majorly the fundamentals we are expecting this coming week across various pairs. Okay, across various pairs. So let's still see GBPUSD before we go into our risk parameters for the funded next 6K account. Okay, so GBPUSD, I saw this trade. Okay, but I didn't actively take this trade because I was not trading at that particular point in time. Okay, I was not actively trading at that point in time, so I didn't want to force it. Alright, so I saw that price retested this level here. Okay, I saw that price retested this level here during Asia. Okay, I saw price retesting this level here where we had this impulse, retested it and then broke above this level. Okay, this level here, and then came back to retest the primary inducement. Okay, so when price came back, pulled into this level, entry could have been at this level, and then take profit could have smashed successfully. Like model played out successfully at this particular point here. Okay, so I didn't execute on that trade. But another level where I'm watching out for price will be at this level. Yeah, so I want to see how price reacts to this level, and then if we can still get bullish push from this level, if buyers can still come in from this level, we can still have something like this to continue with the bullish push to the upside, because we have this level on the daily time frame the price is trading into. Okay, so GPUSD is still going to be very much bullish. I'm still seeing this high that they are going to be taking out, okay, because we had this trend line here. We had the breakout of this trend line, a retest of this trend line, and then a push down. And then we had a break of this counter trend line here, and then a retest which happened here, okay, to this fair value gap around here, and then a push here to cause another break of this counter trend line here for a retest which is going to happen at this level here, and then we have a push to this upside here. Okay, so for GBPUSD long term on GBPUSD, we are still buying to this high, which is 1.3780, 1.3780 on GBPUSD. So on GBPUSD, we are buying to 1.3780. So let's stay active for that price level. Let's stay active for that price level, 1.3780 on GBPUSD. So in this coming week, we could see price continue being bullish. On GU, we could still see more bullish continuation on GBPUSD, more bullish continuation on GBPUSD. So stay active for it. stay active for GBPUSD bullish continuation on GBPUSD. Alright, so like I said, let's quickly look into the parameters for taking this 6K account. Okay, so this is the 6,000 USD account, which is where we'll be wrapping it up for today. Tomorrow we are going to have pure trade signals. Okay, so we are going to be trading actively tomorrow. So today is just more like top-down analysis into for tomorrow. Okay, so we've identified our levels. So tomorrow we are going to see if price get into those levels, and yeah. So let's be very active for those levels to get mitigated. All right, so this is the 6,000 USD, and now the drawdown, the max drawdown is 360. Okay, let me confirm. So the max drawdown is 360, and the max drawdown and the daily drawdown is 180. Okay, so these are the parameters we will be working with for this particular account. Okay, so how then do I use these figures to pass this particular profile account? So what I do is this 360 divided by I want to pass it in a month. Okay, so this 360 divided by 20 active trading days. Okay, so 20 active trading days divided by 360 is going to give me about, I think, $18, because I've done the calculation before now. So 360 divided by 20 is going to give me about $18. So it's going to be 360 divided by 20 trading days. Okay, which is going to give me $16 per trade. So I just need 20 trades to lose this account. Okay, but one thing I have to do is, since I execute on average 2 to 3 trades per day, but for the case of this I'll just have to limit my execution to just 2 trades per day. Okay, so I'm going to be taking 2 trades per day for the course of this particular challenge. Okay, so it's going to be 2 trades per day max. Okay, if I take the first trade and it's a win, I just pack up and leave. Okay, and then if I take the second trade and it's also a win, I pack up and leave. Okay, if I lose 2, I pack up and leave. If I win 1, lose 1, I pack up and leave. Okay, even if I win 1, I may never execute on the next one, because if I don't see a good setup, then there's no point. Okay, so I'm exposing my accounts to 2 good trades per day. Okay, and another opportunity I need to maximize is scaling in. Okay, scaling in. Okay, so if I want to scale in on this particular account, what I have to do is, since I am open to 2 trades per day, if I'm open to 2 trades per day, then I'm going to be risking 18 times 2, that is 36. So my total loss for the day is $36. Total loss for the day. So my max loss for the day is $36, which is just 2 trades per day, using proper risks and proper calculations. Okay, so now if I want to scale in and I see a good opportunity, like this trade I took on GBPUSD, like I saw on GBPUSD, there were opportunities to scale in. So if I was to scale in on GBPUSD, I still have opportunity to risk 1 more trade that particular day. Okay, so if I see a good setup, I can put in my 2 trades per day on that particular setup. Okay, and if it goes against me, I just have to leave by all means. Okay, so I keep my account active. Okay, so remember it's going to be 2 trades per day, risking $18 each on each trade. Okay, on each trade. um that way, if I'm risking $36 per trade, I just have to lose like 10 trade consecutively to lose the account. Okay, I'm sorry, 10 trading days consecutively in order for me to lose the account. So um that's it. So if I'm risking 2 trades per day, which is $36, I just need to lose 10 good days back to back. So from my statistics is very very rare. I think I've had the max losing streak I've had is about eight losing streak, like 8 losing trade from my stats. Okay, and so yeah, let's see how this plays out. I just need to practice proper discipline and proper risk management so that I don't lose more than this 36 in a day. So it has to be 36. If it's not 36, I've deviated. I just have to move it from the next day's trade. Okay, so if I risk more than 36, I just have to remove it from the next day's risk. Okay, so that I still have to be within range for that particular day or for the next 2 days. Okay, so and then for my targets, I'm going for a 1:2. I'm going for a 1:2 risk to reward. For my first take profit is going to be at a 1:2, and then my next take profit is going to be at a 1:5. Okay, so 1:5. So that's for my take profit. So 1:2, I'm breaking even, securing every single thing. This is my major take profit. Just in case I have a running trade, I could allow it to get to 1:5 or even more, depends. Okay, but at the 1:5, I should be able to close nothing less than 90% of my portfolio. Okay, so um, that's it. That's it on this particular setup. That's it on this particular setup. So if this it's actually insightful, if this is helpful, just let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if this is helpful and insightful. So let me set a trade alert here so that if price gets back into this level, I could execute. And let me see for gold. Let me identify this level here. If price comes back into this level, I want to see what happens here. I want to see what happens here. If price comes back into these levels, you could still have day trading opportunities inside of those levels. So that's it for gold. That's it for GBPUSD. And yeah, let me go through the comments and see if there's any comments for us. Okay, so there's no active comment for us here. There's no active comment for us here. So that's it, guys. We're not able to take any good opportunities today. We didn't get in price and time didn't really align properly. Okay, so I believe tomorrow we will have a better trading opportunity on GBPUSD and gold. Okay, so those are the two assets I trade. So yeah, let's just watchful. Let's check the charts, and we will definitely see trading opportunities. Definitely. Okay, so that's it, guys, for today. I don't know if you have any question. If you have any question, drop them in the comments, and then we go from there. If you have any question, drop them in the comments, and then we go from there.